So today we are out at in Macomb Township. We are by Hall Road, M59, and Romeo Plank. We're just east of Romeo Plank at what is known as the middle branch of the Clinton River. Now, our department does not have jurisdiction over the Clinton River, but the middle branch is considered a county drain, so we do have jurisdiction over this. In fact, if our videographer could scale around here just a minute, you'll see the bridge going over M59. So you know right where we are. You see all the traffic going in that. But we are here today to show you one of our recent drain cleanouts. And these drain cleanouts, as you know, most of them are done in a 50-50 match program. So the Macomb County Board of Commissioners gives us an allocation annually, and Joe Sabatini, who is the county commissioner from this district, is going to talk in just a minute. And then we go out to the local municipalities and identify their priorities and things that we can do with a 50-50 match. In this case, Macomb Township, represented today by Frank Viviano, who's the township supervisor, of course, here in Macomb. So we went out and talked to Frank, and he went to his township board, and this particular project was about $20,000. So we had $10,000 from the Macomb County Board of Commissioners for our half, and then Macomb Township, their county board, authorized another $10,000, and that's how we got this job done. But what I really want to demonstrate to you is I've been doing this job for about 8 years, and this is the largest tree I think that we've ever taken out of a drain that I could remember. So here's the thing about this particular, not only the size of the tree, which you're going to get an idea here in a moment to really scale this thing, how large it is. And none of us really know what kind of tree it is. So for you tree lovers out there, if you can tell us what kind of tree it is, we're trying to debate, is it a cottonwood? I don't know what it is because it's hard to see the rings also on how old it is. But at any rate, everybody that lives in this area knows that particularly in the spring, right, in the really heavy rain events, usually 21 and Romeo Plank almost always flood. Road Commission closes it all the time. It's in a floodplain, and it is going to flood again. However, by what we've done here, by taking all of this debris out of the middle branch, and we've worked all the way up to 21 Mile, and then we went behind 21 Mile as well along this middle branch, and we have cleaned out so much debris. I can't guarantee you that it's not going to flood anymore. I think it probably will. However, it might not flood, and it certainly shouldn't flood as much as it normally does. Of course, depends on the rain event. But when the guys pulled this tree out of here and all of this woody debris right in this particular area, the water level dropped over 2 feet immediately, over 2 foot. And this is during a time we haven't really had much rain yet. We really haven't gotten into the spring's rains. I mean, obviously that we've had the snow melt and the fog coming out, frost coming out of the ground, but we really haven't had the spring rains yet. Anyway, we had a huge drop in the water level, so we're feeling really good about this. And I just wanted to show all of you how big this tree is that we pulled out of here, as well as tons and tons and tons of woody debris. I mean tons of woody debris that we have pulled out all the way along here. And it was quite a job for our drain maintenance crew to get all of this woody debris, and particularly this thing. They really had to cut it and struggle with it, but this is something, you know, you're driving along M59 here. You don't really even know what's happening here, obviously. You wouldn't see this. I mean, we had to drive back in here with a Kubota, and you know, it's difficult terrain to get around, but it's an important part of critical infrastructure in Macomb County with all of our drains. So I just wanted to demonstrate this to you today. We're very proud of the work that our drain maintenance crew has done, and we're particularly proud of the partnerships that we have with municipalities all over Macomb County. And I'd like to have Joe Sabatini, who is not only the county commissioner for this area, he's also the chairman of the board of our county board of commissioners. And he has been very supportive of all the different projects that we've had. And I told him about this and said, you got to come and see this particular one we just got out of your district. So.
Well, thank you, Commissioner. It's certainly a sight here. You know, about 5 years ago, the board had an idea to increase this program, and I called the commissioner and I said, do you think if we double your budget, you'll be able to take advantage of those savings on our end and put it towards this program. And she said, just give me the money and we'll find a way. And this is another perfect example of what we've done here, not only in Macomb Township with Frank, but working together across the county. We've done over 100 of these projects last year. We've done 21 in Macomb Township last year alone. So it's been a win-win program for not only Macomb County, but also our locals. So we thank them for partnering with us on these programs. It's huge. I'm betting that 21 won't flood here in the next rainfall, so we'll see what happens based on the water level that's dropped here most recently. So we're looking forward to that. And obviously the crew that's done a great job here. It's shocking on the transformation of this area. I live nearby, so I know what's been here, and it's just a huge improvement. So thank you, Commissioner, for inviting me, and we're certainly supportive of this. And Frank, I'll hand it off to you.
Turn it over to Frank.
Well, I want to echo a lot of what Commissioner Sabatini just said. It's right. We have a lot of drains in Macomb Township. We actually have more by percentage, I think, just about any other community. And we typically don't notice them very much because we're driving over them over bridges like here on Hall Road or up near 21 Mile Road until they flood.
Right.
Partnering with the drain office, and I want to thank the commissioner for advocating for this match program. This checks a lot of boxes for us. It allows our tax dollars to go further by partnering with you and matching it with your tax dollars, and it's preventative. It is much harder and is much more expensive to be reactionary. As you learned when you first stepped into office, you had a big reactionary incident to handle on the 15-mile sinkhole.
Right.
But projects like this and keeping things clean and flowing and functional prevents people's backyards from flooding, getting their houses into their basements, and ultimately is a win-win for everybody. So thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you both for coming. And again, we just think that this is a fantastic program for Macomb County. I mean, years ago, there never was such a program. And we have almost 500 drains in Macomb County. Some are open, some are enclosed. Obviously, if you go into cities like Warren and Centerline, St. Clair Shores, those are enclosed drains, but they also need maintenance, right? Over years, they've not been inspected and they have all kinds of sedimentation in there and neighborhoods flood, etc. So we have been trying to methodically work our way through a number of these drains, and we have, as Commissioner Sabatini said, over 100 programs recently, really, of different drains. Some are very small, some are large. And we're doing the best we can to try to use your tax dollars effectively. And this is one way you can see exactly where your tax dollars are going. So thanks for joining us.
Follow us on social media. For more information, explore our website, reach out via email, or connect through our toll-free hotline, 1-877-679-4337.